All right, welcome back. Let's do a pass for the piano instrumentally, and then incorporate the vocals. Okay. Actually, I might just a little too intense for me. All right. conviction. Those in play never suspect. Don't play for money wheels. Don't play for respect. There's a cost to find the answer. Sacred drum on cheap chest. The hidden love probable outcome. Knows the leader test. Know that the spades are the swords of a soldier. Know that the clubs are weapons of war. I know that diamonds give money for this heart, but it's know the shape of my heart. It may play the jack of diamonds. He may lay the queen of spades. He may conceive a king in his hand, or a memory of it fades. Know that the spades are the sons of a soldier. Know that the clubs are weapons of war. Know that diamonds give money for this harvest. Know the shape of my heart. That's not the shape of my heart. Never told her that I loved you. You made me think there's something wrong. I'm not a man with too many faces. The masquerade one. But those speak no nothing. To their cause, those who curse their luck in too many places, and those who fear alone. Know that the spades, the swords of a soldier. Know that the clubs are weapons of war. Know that diamonds give money for this harvest. Know the shape of my heart. That's not the shape of my heart. Oh, 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 yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, beautiful. So first and foremost, I hope we can see that we're becoming a lot more confident in the piece, which is fantastic. I'm naturally just more assertive and sure of myself when I'm performing, and I feel that the voice is starting to get to a place where I'm feeling a lot more confident with it, and able to control it and work with the song. There's still some key areas that I'm working on for the actual take, but overall, I'm quite happy with where it's at and how we're progressing for the song, particularly when we are creating inflections and really, creating greater velocities and really hammering down and really creating a play, creating a drama in the piece, rather than just softly doing it, being very careful what we're doing. I feel we're at the point now where I can really start experimenting and trying this out, try this, do this, try these chords, try that. So we've got that sort of key structure. And now we're sort of, okay, try this, try that, do this, do that, and work around it, right? Which is beautiful. I feel that's a good representation of where we're at with log 10, and how we've progressed over the past 3 months sharing these with you. Yeah, so you can see that also we're experimenting with the slightly a higher range there, seeing where we can go with it. And I feel that the voice is starting to really take shape, starting to mold it and create, starting to be more full, more rounded off, particularly in the high registers. Yeah, so some great positives to take away from here. And I like the fact that we are really putting the stock, piano synthesizer to work, and really doing our best to make it sound as good as it can. Yeah, so some things to take away from this are that I am still working on some key areas of the song, making sure that they flow right, making sure we're hitting the right notes, making sure that our timing is smooth, that things flow naturally into their parts, and I think also that it's going to be an aspect of not overcomplicating it, because I think that with the guitars, with the drums, DJing, I'm quite confident in it, and I don't feel like I have to exert myself and do something fancy just to prove that I'm competent in what I'm doing. In the piano, I don't feel like that. I feel like I have to sort of do this, do that, like look at me, which I don't like. I feel that that's just showing that just not super confident in it. It's not saying that I shouldn't do them. Obviously, it's not just because it looks cool. It's because we mentioned this in the previous take, that it helps with attenuations. It helps really smoothing up, particularly with some of the lower notes I'm trying to get with my pinky. I tend to sort of do this, and it doesn't really work for the song. And using the opposite hand to really have the greatest strength and discipline how much we play the note with is really key. But I just noticed that in certain moments, because becoming more comfortable with it and developing confidence in it, that I'm trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be, and then we get just tangled up, and we lose the song. So just have to be mindful of that, and just to be accepting of the way I play it is the way I play it, and be happy with my progression and the ability. I don't need to do something fancy just to prove a point that I can play the piano. For me, it's about playing the piece that I want as as good as I wanna be able to play it for you in the way I want to perform it with the vocal. That's really important for me. So I think that was so just natural at that point where we need to just be confident and comfortable with knowing that, okay, we can do this. We don't need to overcomplicate it. Now let's incorporate the vocal and work with the song. Yeah. All right. So thank you for joining me for you know, this positive progression for Shape of My Heart. I definitely feel it's a decent jump forward from week 9, log 9, which is fantastic. That's what I'm looking for each time, is to make sure that when we're recording these, make sure that we progressing in a forward momentum, which doesn't always sound the easiest. It doesn't sound, sounds logical, like obviously every time we record it's going to get better. Well, yeah. You really have to put in a good amount of effort to make that possible. So it's good that, and it's nice that I'm able to give you quite a decent representation of where we're at now with this piece. Beautiful. Okay, I'll catch you very soon. Thanks so much for joining me, and much love to you all.